Right, I've been putting this off for long enough, so I thought I would literally come on and we'd start to take the trees down. Sure, there's still quite a lot more than I thought of trees that we can't really do much with, and we haven't got anything that destroys trees like we used to have an FS25. We've still not got anybody that's actually done that, which is, yeah, not so good. But I thought, well, let's take all of the trees down, or at least make a start on doing that, because it's holding me up now, and it's the only reason I've not been on for a few days, because I keep thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this. It's like there's a lot of work involved, and there is. I've got rocks and all sorts. Yeah, really. Right, let's get cracking. I'm gonna lease the big one, because this is going to do more trees than the other one that we still haven't got an awful lot in it, and it's under the forwarders rather than the harvesters. We have got more actually. Steep slope pack, we don't really need that. Steep slope pack 470. Why? I don't understand the difference. H21D. I think this one does the stage 1. Let's say that's probably bigger head. I'm not sure. F2. No, I don't care. Colour design. Windows. Road equipment. No. Easy home controls. Opening trunk. Traction winch coupling. No idea what that means. Chainsaw holder. So it's like literally lease there. 22,000. And let's get some work done. Right, we're going to do this with an automatic trailer. Yeah, I am for once, because I'm not. Yeah, no, it's the right one. Yeah, I'm not really into my I'm not. It's a long time since I've done the forestry. Is this let me see how we unfold this beast. I don't. It's a long time since I've used the Rotney. Transport. Oh right, yes. We are literally going straight into action. So we want. Go for 7. Turn on tree harvest. Yeah, we're just doing that now. Fantastic. I'm going to go straight into a time lapse, because I just want to get this sorted a bit. Just get a bit of work done so that we can get cracking now that we're on the proper map. I mean, we are very, very far into the Let's Play, but I thought, no, I've said what I've said. Let's just do this year, and we'll see whether we do another year. To be honest, I'm on JMGaming's Oak City as well, so I don't really think. Ooh, we seem to have. No, I think we moved it. That's right, it wasn't here anymore. We shifted it to the top. Right, let's just do the ones on the field. I'm not worried about trees that are left around. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. They were done. Oh no, there's one. Remember, I left it because it's not in the ground. And I thought, I'm not sure you can cut those. But I thought, well, I would like to try it, whether they've changed it. A tree fell in and like it's still awful. It's not fixed. I mean, you can literally do forestry as in like with a machine, but as soon as you've got to cut with the chainsaw, it's not. So, what I'm thinking is I'm going to cut the tree trunks as normal with stumps, should I say, with the forestry mod. That name escapes me right. The chainsaw mod. Is called. Oh, do you know, seriously, it is getting to the back end of the week again, and words go all much. I don't think it's going to let me do it unless you do this. I'm sure this always used to be a thing in FS22. It's got to be connected to the ground. It doesn't like it if it's not. As soon as you like get contact, it's fine. It's weird. Oh well, I'm just seeing if it's still the case, because I could not make that. No matter what I did, it will not attach, will not do anything to this at all. It's also quite big at the base, so I've got to make sure. Surprise us. Yeah, last trip. Yeah, I was going to auto-load. I thought, no, just stick to your guns. Just do it normally. So we've got the telehandler. I think I still kept the pits, but I'm sure I kept it. But then again, I'm not sure I did. I might have sold it, but we'll leave that anyway. I'm not worried. We'll grab that. So we'll load that next session. Yeah, I think I will. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chop around. But what I am going to do, because the game's not right, I am going to edit the map of those trees that are like gnarly. Yeah, all of those ones that are left, they're all horrible trees. And because forestry is so awful at present, I'm not prepared to like. It's supposed to be a game for enjoyment, but it's supposed to be obviously right and that as well, and it's not. So it's sort of, I'm going to have to go to great lengths to chop. I think I'm going to leave the trees everywhere else. I do. It is a forest, and we're only going to cut what we need to cut for the. It's not too bad actually. It's only the 2 fields that we. So if I remember right, is it everything? No, it's not. We are all oats, aren't we? We didn't plant that one. Field 7. I don't think I've got my... Yeah, because basically I've been working on my models for the cedar that we bought. So we'll give ourselves the money back because we have legitimately already bought it. But, yeah, the model has changed since the one that I made. So it is the same thing really, but what I mean is the game won't recognise it as the same thing, so therefore I will buy it again, but give myself the money back, because we really should own it. It really should be ours. It's, you know, I know I say mechanics rules king, but there are certain exceptions, like or in anything in life, where that's not right. I'm sure. Yeah, this is the problem. I love the way that we've actually got our marks. Oh, I might have put them down. I might have put them down again. Yeah, I might have. So let's return you. We do indeed. We will probably get charged extra because I'm quite sure that I didn't do that in an hour. Okay, I did. That surprises me. It does actually. I'm sure it was more than an hour. It might give you a certain amount of leeway. So yeah, we're back in a forest, which is nice. Ooh, what I might do again, if I'm going to edit, I might edit the ones that go through the actual, and also block these, all of that one, the gnarly tree there. But only, I'm not going to go mad. Only the ones that are literally in our road. Yeah, I thought. It's this that sort of really taught me. Let's just go up the tree as you're supposed to, though, and just see if you... Does it work? Because it's always ever did, which is like you go like that, and... and it like strips the branches off. The answer to this question is absolutely not. No, it doesn't. It's not. Wow, that's really quite... It is. I'm like a lot of people. I'm still very, very disgusted. I did also think, if you chopped on the join, would that destroy the things? Because you'd think, well, it would, but no. The answer to that question is also absolutely not. So for those who are forestry sort of people, I've got to be honest, it's very disappointing, and I know it is. I've read forums. It's just such a departure, really. What a mess, really. Yeah, I've that should do it that time. Sometimes it doesn't even register that you've chopped it when you have. I don't know that did either. It really is terrible. Yeah, so I'll edit what I've got to all of these gnarly trees out, and yeah, and then next session we will do at least that still does do something. That's not a bad thing. And we get wood chips, which we can. Yeah, it's true actually. It would be nice to actually. Would be nice to actually get some cash from doing all the stunts for once. Because in real life, let's be honest, you really, I mean, there's a lot of wood in the stunt. In fact, there's an awful lot of wood in the stunts. So, but it's been a cracking session. It really has. Be it a long, massive one, but there we go. Right, I'm going to go back into the task. Let's crack on with this. Let's get what we can do. If I finish saying what I was going to say about like. Yeah, so I'm going to manually load because I just don't really want to go away with the auto load, and I'm still debating because obviously I've got quite a few greenhouses now that I intend on using at different let's plays when I'm going to do things like grapes and olives, which I always find I know Giants went to great lengths to do it, but it's just quite awful. So you know how much effort is involved for how little is what I'm saying, and yeah, so there's got to be sometimes a compromise, and that's the one that I'm going to make. I think I'm going to because I did in FS25 in the end. I did it a bit. I did do sort of quite a bit of the normal olives I had on JMGaming's Agres Balcones. I had quite a large olive grove, and it was quite a pathetic amount that you got from it in comparison to the amount of work you've got to do, is what I'm saying. Not you know. I missed that one. It did. I have to edit it. Yeah, if I'm going to do it, let's do it properly. Yeah, so think because I want to like do this as well, but I'd like to just make sure that everything's it's true. I mean, we've got not a tree devourer or anything like that, have we, where you could actually just devour them. That would be like perfect. So it's one of those things. That and telehandler weights. There's a lot of good things coming there. Yesterday a mod drop that was for poplars, and a baler that does bales and poplars and things like that, and I thought, well, that's a bit, we've not had that before. So yeah, I've got to get on with some of my own. The trouble is, it's a toss between the content and the mods, and I was always first and foremost a content creator, a very poor one. I mean, it's not very successful. But I've got to be honest, the more I sort of do with things, the more I realise it's that you're not really found. I don't think YouTube gives... yeah, they asked the question, do you think like it's good? I said, no, not really. I don't think it's fair at all. I think obviously if you're already successful, like Dagoing and that, you're going to always appear in the ratings far more than little one, because YouTube knows you're successful. And like, so therefore, if you do exactly the same wording as Dagoing, yours is not going to appear, or it's going to be like 6 or 7 pages back, which is... It's like if you do a Google search and the second page and the third page, they're totally relevant. You're never going to get to them. You're going to like start on the first ones, which is usually paid for advertisers. So I'm just going to chop it down as well, isn't it? It's too big. Yeah, it's just, you are totally relevant at that point because you're never gonna, no one's gonna ever see you, and it's a bit like that with myself. Yeah, I'm sort of totally relevant because no one's ever gonna see you. I think if you do mod reviews, I would say that probably JMGaming's done that. And he's literally gone to 1,000. Again, he's also a modder. I've got to be, and I know I am too, but I'm an unknown modder. It's a bit like Disturbed Simulations. People know your name because of the mods. If you make a good mod, a successful mod, people know you as that modder. And then if you did content, then people are going to see you as well, which is sort of been proven by Disturbed. Right. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of does follow, so it may or may not. I've always said it, I'm Marmite, I am, it's true, it's, you know, you either love me or hate me. It's, again, not, people don't always like honesty, do they, to the degree that I do it, or like, I mean, it's also the form factor of the way that I choose to do it, I won't compromise on, so it's sort of like, it's, you know, but I mean, the other thing is, I don't really expect people, I do a let's play linearly, as in like from start to finish, and I'm going to show everything because it's a chain of evidence. It is like the only proof that I did it all properly and that I didn't cheat and bring in a shed load of workers behind the scenes to get that job done quickly and put my money up, or that's what I'm saying, you can go to great lengths. There's a couple of quite large names. It's a bit of sensationalism as well. I'm not a massive fan of that. It is what it is. But again, it does actually work. I've seen channels come from nowhere and do really well because they were sensationalists, you know, like one plot of land and just a wagon and like, yeah, wow, all of a sudden the channel is massive. Yeah, there's a lady farmer started similar sort of time as myself, and I think her channel's massive now, so it's, I mean, yeah, as sometimes, I don't know, it is what it is. And I don't, the other thing is, I do think I'm not using social media to the max because I'm not a massive fan. I mean, I've got a Facebook page and I really used it more than anything to catch it with school buds that I'd not seen, but I'm not, yeah, I'm not one of these who reports I've just gone down to Tesco's like my stepdaughter. Just bless her. I'm not. No, that's not what I wish to do. A blow-by-blow account of my life, and I know it's a lot of things are. I am a social person, but not. Yeah, I prefer talking. If I'm honest, very old school. It's true. Yeah, I still. At work, still actually, I'm one of those who prefers to go to people's desks and talk rather than pick up the phone and like, you know, like chats. I mean, I do as well, but I do use the phone. I use every avenue that I'm supposed to as like an IT tech, but I'm not afraid of tech. But we've all got our principles. You'd think because I am a technologist that I would be the sort of person that would scan myself and all that. I hate that. No, because it's going to lose people's jobs. It is. It already has, and it's going to get worse if we all scan our own stuff, and it's all taken away from somebody's job who had a job. Who in 5 years, if we all follow this path, it's going to destroy all of these jobs for goods. It is, because we've been herded by the shop owners into doing something that they would like to save them money and make them more money, and that's not right. It's not. They already make enough money. All these Tesco's and Walmarts and all of these, they make plenty of cash, and they rob from little farmers and things like that. I know I'm going to call it robbing because it is really modern day Robin Hood's, only not for the good of the little person, but for the good of the big. Yeah, in fact, you could say Sheriff of Nottingham's, really, if you were going to use that kind of analogy. Yeah. And again, sometimes this is what gets me into trouble. Frank conversation that perhaps you shouldn't actually sort of. You've got to stand up and be counted. Is what I think. I don't particularly. I just. I think we're losing our humanity, and that we're giving into AI, and I think we're probably going to become like AI, in so much as like an uncaring, unfeeling creature, which is not really what mankind is, or it's not the best of mankind, really. Yeah, that's to sort of like pull away the rat race, as people call it. That's all. Yeah, I must pick these up as well. I don't want to be like leaving. I would imagine there's going to be quite a few tons of this, really. The one thing I must do is put my production silo in for like a mod testing as well, because no one's done that yet. I'm sure probably someone has. It's not that tricky to make them, so but yeah, it would be nice to put that in, because I actually think it is quite a good one. And also it's the fact that I'm trying to allow you to put things in as well as yeah, take things out. Oh, are we? No, we're not. It's quite surprising. I was going round and round and round. I think that was the best I've ever done. Like a field of, yeah, literally went round in sort of circles, ever decreasing circles, and it worked quite a treat. Yeah, literally, I looked around and thought, oh, that's it, you've run out of trees. You've finished. Let's have a look. No, there's plenty over there. Not doing badly though. Yeah, I'm running out of tree stumps, which is not a bad thing. But yes, yeah, I'm gonna literally I'll finish this one. I think we'll do the rest next session, only because of session length. Otherwise, it's going to get silly. No, you did let me do it then. Yeah, so I'm going to edit the trees that are gnarly, because it's just it's a travesty that they are as bad as they are, and it's just I'm not prepared to spend the time doing those. Horrible trees. There's obviously some that we still need to delim, and you can't delim anymore. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at someone else's videos to see if there is a knack, or whether I am right and that it really is, that it's still broken. It's really good that they've done that. I love that. It's fantastic that we've got wood chips now for doing this. Because it is highly appropriate, really. I think, oh actually, I think you can totally destroy trees now with this. I remember reading the thing, so... Yeah, I don't know how we do it. Well, I might have a bit of a play. Yeah, that's just what annoys me. It won't escape anymore. Yeah, you can't... And you'd think if you chopped it there, I don't think that even worked. Is it doing it or what? How do you... Let's have a look. Let's have a look. There was a way to... Roll chainsaw. Oh yeah, roll, literally like roll. No, let's just start putting B. Throttle chainsaw. I'll have a look. I will have a look on the mod. I do know it did say that you could now destroy trees, which, bearing in mind what we're trying to do, I'd sooner do it within the game than go out of the game. I thought I was giving up on my days of actually. Oh, let's do this one as well. It's got to be done. I'm just going to get very little. What I did do it a couple of times. If you chop the little section out, at least you've not got the. Yeah, it's not liking that. At no point does that. I think it does. I'm sure I did this on Frontier, and it's sort of. Yeah, it doesn't look like that though. It doesn't disappear. Oh, it does. Yeah, it does. But I mean, you surely shouldn't have to do that. You know, like to make it happen. And of course, it's practically worthless with the limbs on. Oh yeah, it still does the rolling thing. Say, for those who are forestry buffs, I've got to be honest. The game's a massive disappointment. It really is. I mean, it is in a lot of ways, but it is also beginning. I've said this a few times on a number of Let's Plays now. It's beginning to take shape. But for those who were more patient than myself, I mean, obviously creating content, you've got to make the move. You really have. So look, no, I don't know. That's true. It might give you the destroy option. if you like this, just do it like that. It's got to be a button or something, hasn't it? Let's just press a button and see if it'll actually super strip. Delete American Elm. H. Oh, okay. Oh, it's using that object's hider though. I mean, it'll do. That's one way to do it, I suppose. It's better than open power tools, throttle, player speed, did super strength. Isn't it? It might be super strength that does it. Yes, it may well. You've got to press it, and then right, super strength on now. Can I just destroy it like straight off? Yes, excellent. Right, well that's better than it is. Let's try and destroy this one as well. Or will it let me do that with a proper? That's a bit weird with that. If it just gets rid of the gnarly trees, I'll be happy. Let's try it again. On another one that's standing. I think it's got to be. Yeah, it has. It's got to be standing. You see, now that's a good feature, so we don't really need to worry about things like, because it's actually doing it for us already, which is probably why no one's really worried. Now this is one I missed, so let's grab this one. Right, so we're going to do this, I think. Yeah, that's the decision. It's a proper, at least we're going to get some wood chips as well. It's not totally a waste of time, is it, actually, Ben? So this is definitely, yeah, not so bad. But it's still, I'm not going back on what I said. To have to chop little tiny bits of a tree up for those few that I know you can re-grab them. You can do it with silly peas, a dab and I've done it a few times myself. Can do it, but yeah, it's still weird about this. Actually managed to chop the actual right branch. Yeah, and this twizzly way is just ridiculous. How can I chop a tree that's moving? Come on. I mean, how can I do that? Ridiculous. Right, anyway, let's get these few trees done, and then next session we will do the big, yeah, now that's a good feature. I've got to be honest. So it's weird. I've sort of at the back of my mind, I thought, hang on a minute, I'm sure you can like delete them now. Sure, it said you could, which is fantastic. Which also means we can actually do those few around yeah, rather than edit. I'm trying not to edit maps. I'm trying to like do alternatives. I did on obviously the beta, the alpha. Well, it would have been beta really, but yeah, I did on the beta of this because I thought, well, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's like one of those things that we'll get rid of all of those trees in one easy way. I suppose I could have done this, but I don't know that this was a feature when it was quite early on, that was, so. Right. This is going to be hard to get, I think. Quite happy with that. Brilliant. Okay, excellent. I think we'll do the other field next session, I think. Just make sure I've got all of them off this one, and then at least next session we can get all of the loading with a telehandler, and I'll check that we have got. I'm sure I sold it. I'm sure I did. So yeah, these are all. I think that's it. I think we really have done all of the trees on this first field. So brilliant. We have indeed. So I would say that's not a bad place. I think for once I might do this linearly, because there's no point in like saying, "Oh, hello," you know, what we've done this session. We've just chopped trees. I mean, come on, it's just that's when it becomes a bit silly, that kind of thing. So yeah, I think I should say my goodbyes, and we should keep this like linear where it's starting to finish, because it makes no sense, because it is all just chopping down trees. So we did all of the trees, apart from obviously the gnarly ones on that one. I might do that off camera because it's no real gain. No, I won't, because I've got all of the tree stumps to do as well. I'll just do. I think I'll go into a brief time lapse next session, and then we'll do that first, and then we'll come and grab all of the trees, and then we'll grab all of the wood chips for that fantastic bit of kit that grabs things off the ground. Let's take super strength off as well. I think. Let's just see, make sure that is off. It should be. Doesn't tell me, does it? I thought you did. Never mind. Right, so yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. You say it will be business as usual once we've got this all done, but I thought, well, it's ideal. We'll like get cracking. So yeah, it's been holding me up as well. It was one of those things I was like thinking, oh, I've got to chop all those trees down on Risoux Forest, and so I'd like go onto Oak Bridge, and then I'd go into Oak City, and I'd go into Oak Bridge and Oak City. You know, you get the picture. So I thought yesterday, I thought, come on, I know it's Thursday, I know you're really shattered, but just get it done. You can do it. So we did, and it was not terrible at all, really. I mean, yeah, I was definitely worse yesterday. I must have knocked the rust off. Today I felt a little bit... it's all one session, I realised, but I recorded over 2 recording sessions, and the second one was better than the first. So you knock your rust off that you've got. Also get a feel for the equipment a little bit more, so that was good. So yes, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.